So, boys, pretty quick and easy day today. So, let's go over it. We'll first start off with the top-down analysis, and we will go from there. So, I did wake up a bit earlier today, but what I basically wanted to see is obviously I did want this gap that I've been mentioning, but it's December, keep making failure swings, and we're just range bound on the daily time frame, so I keep that in mind. But given that we don't have any bullish PD rays to send us higher, not on the 1 hour, not on the 4 hour, and the only PD ray that can send us higher is this daily rejection block right here. So I'm thinking to myself, off of this daily rejection block, maybe we can do something there. But we tap into this daily, and I was thinking, okay, if we inverse this candle at 9 o'clock, right? Then I would like to see us head higher. But at 9 o'clock, if we end up respecting it, which we did, then I would like to see us head lower, right? So it would have been something like this up here, disrespected it, maybe bounce back into it, and then maybe fill into this end dog, and then maybe we get one of those Fridays where we just keep heading up and heading higher. But so far, we're not doing that, so I was relatively bearish. So what do I have marked out? I have this sell side marked out, and then we had equal lows that you can see on the 15-minute time frame marked out right here, and then obviously these lows right here. So going to the day, obviously we're delivering off of this 1 hour gap, and we already inverted this sell side down here. So what's our next sell side is this low right here, and now we're gonna look at ES, and this is why this is important to look at, because here's this low over on ES, and we'll mark it out. And this is a significant low. This is the range low, so keep that in mind. This is the range low, and right at 9:30, we obviously come down and take that low out immediately. But what do we see once we take this low out? We have an SMT, and we have a V-shaped recovery to the upside. So although I was bearish, I didn't mind taking a quick trade, quick scalp to the upside to this high right here. So I didn't immediately enter right at the 931. I wanted to see a little bit more confirmation. So once we came down, tap into this rejection block, and then headed back higher, which was around right here. That's where I entered on my XFAs, which is something that you guys can be doing. You can learn to wait for, if it's not something too convincing, you can wait for a little confirmation. Because I was okay with missing out on this trade with this next candle just exploding up and whatever, right? I was okay, but given that we came down, tapped into this projection block, left in word block, and gave me this entry here, and I didn't get tapped in until right around here. That was a good trade, and then I could target right here for around 1.53 RR, and I entered on both my XFA and then my two evals, and we got to this high, and I hit my TP on my XFA, but on my evals I wasn't going to pass until I hit this high, because I needed like a band, and I had my stop near this low, like trailing or whatever, and what ends up happening is I get trailed out, and because this candle had a lot of volume out of nowhere, I actually lost money. Well, I didn't lose money, I just didn't make money, if that makes sense. So with that being said, it's like, oh, that's annoying. But once I saw that, and I saw that we had this 2-minute inverse at the same time, I waited for, I got this 2-minute inverse right here. I entered a bit late, so I entered like low key right here, stop loss right here, so I didn't get the best entry, right? And I have my TP right here, and TP smashed, but I didn't have enough to pass my account. I didn't have the time to risk enough to pass in this one trade, so I had to take another trade. So this is a very nice setup. We tap into this high, this 5 minute gap. This 5 minute high sitting at this gap right here, and obviously we are bearish from the higher time frame. So this is pretty clean to me, at least. Came back higher, came back higher, came back higher, and I was looking at this right now. You could be like, oh well, we might be bullish now and look to take this 4 minute inverse, right? But guess what? We're entering a 4 minute inverse into another 4 minute gap. So the fact that we have two stacked gaps in a higher time frame like this, which is, the 4 minute definitely isn't considered a higher time frame, but it's a 4 minute, so it's basically a 5 minute. This is just good signs of bearish order flow, on top of the fact that we have these equal lows right here. Also, forgot to mention, the main reason I took this 930 trade, that's why I had ES brought up in the first place, is because we had an SMT. My bad, boys. That's the main reason I brought it up. So, sweep of major liquidity with an SMT and a V-shaped recovery. This is your typical A+ setup pattern-wise, but higher time frame we were bearish, so that's why I had the TP right here. But you could call this a V-shaped recovery, but we are tapping into this 4 minute gap right here, and as you can see, you could have been like, if you're the type to take the first inversion instead of the higher time frame, you could have entered right here and then had your TP right here. But if you're taking the first inversion, you're normally going for a better RR. So most people target to like right here, and then they obviously get stop break even or they lose. So that being said, we came up, we tapped into this 4 minute gap right here, and we had a 3 minute inverse. So with this 3 minute inverse, I entered right here. My stop loss was right at this high right here, and my break even was this low because we just dumped through this low, as you guys heard in the lectures, and my TP was these equal lows. So the RR was still relatively good. So once we get this dump through, we immediately smack TP. So those were the trades that I took today. First trade I took on my XFA, locked myself out, and then my second two trades or whatever were winning trades. So definitely a really good day, really nice day. I was bearish, and we obviously got bearishness today, so very clean. I liked my analysis. I liked the way I went about things. It was a fun day. So that's basically the trade recap. Some takeaways is we invert this 15-minute gap while coming from this 1 hour gap, while delivering from this 1 hour bearish gap. We see how we see, and we have equal lows. See how we deliver. You know what I'm saying? Price isn't going to lie to you. Price delivery is going to lie to you. December price action has been beautiful because December price action has been following basic ICT concepts. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe. If you're from the Discord, thank you for watching. You are going to be a good trader. Oh, also we had a 15-minute SMT up here, which I forgot to mention as well. Sorry, there's certain things that you forget to mention. But yeah, that's it. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'm happy that you guys stopped and watched.